Hello and welcome to the TES Secondary Maths Resource of the Week number 60, the Christmas Special 2014 with me, Craig Barton. Now, there's been a bit of a tradition that I've tried to get going at TES Maths over the last couple of years, and that's to find the number one Christmas maths activity to get you through those final few days towards the end of term. Now, there's kind of two schools of thought in teaching, one of which says to keep the kids doing mathematics right up until the final bell, and one of which says kind of slap on a DVD as soon as possible to give everybody a much needed break. I tend to fall somewhere in the middle of that. I like to do something a bit different to acknowledge the fact that it is Christmas and everybody's worked pretty hard and we deserve to do something a bit different, but I do want the kids to be still stimulated and ideally doing some fun mathematical challenges. So, a couple of years ago, we had the Pirate Game. Now, if you haven't tried this one, it is an absolute award winner that my kids still talk about. And then last year, that was matched by the Lobster Game, an absolute classic that my Year 13s are again begging me to play with them this year. These are 18-year-old kids, by the way. So I was really struggling, thinking, how am I going to match this year? But I think I've done it. It's something different, and it's absolutely ideal. So drum roll, please, because the TES Maths Christmas Resource of the Year 2014 is this little classic. It is Christmas Maths Competition for 2014, or better known as James Bond in the Museum of Numbers, which has been uploaded by, now I always get these names wrong, I'm going to go for McHadder there. Now, it is a series of PDFs, and it's essentially a maths competition that we're going to launch in our school on the final week. I'm going to do it Monday to Thursday with the winner announced Friday. So let me just show you it. It's beautifully set out. So each day there is a poster, and this is your kind of introduction poster. And on that poster there are four competitions. One is always a safe cracker, where students are given a clue towards a number, that they have to figure out. The second, I love this, reptile bonds. That's where they get a shape, they've got to enlarge it scale factor 2 and then try to fit different copies of that shape, congruent copies of that shape into their enlarged shape. That's a lovely little one to test their spatial awareness. Then you always get a main problem, and this is different every day, and as the instructions say, this is pretty self-explanatory, and some of them are flipping hard, let me tell you. Then we get this, a little acknowledgement to Die Hard, where the classic fill up the jars with water problem, love that. And finally, you get a code breaker. So you can see there, 5 kind of challenges each day. Now what we're going to do, we're going to announce this to the kids at the end of the penultimate week, and then on Monday, the first one goes live. So let me show you the first one, which I think is Brosnan. There it is, and you can see there it's got a safe cracker problem. It has got a main problem here, which is about car parking, which is an absolutely lovely one. There's your enlargement, your reptile bonds one. Then you've got a code breaker, and then you've got license to fill, which is lovely. Oh, and I should say as well, floating around, there is always a clue to the name of the absolute monster villain that you've got to figure out as well. And I'll show you the next one as well. So then we move on to day 2, which is Daniel Craig. And these tend to get a little bit harder. So we've got a safe cracker. This time we've got a lovely little logical maths problem about turning over cards, which is absolutely brilliant. We've got some more reptile bonds. Of course, we've got license to fill and a code breaker. And then we've got another clue leading to try and figure out who this is. So here's the plan. We're going to use this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, different each day. Print it up. Stick it on the Maths Corridor notice board. We're also going to email it around to form tutors. And then Mr. Gareth Fairclough, our numeracy coordinator, he's got the unenviable task of kind of marking answers. We're going to give marks for correct answers, explanations, and also a bit of festive flair and kind of neatness towards the presentation. So allocate 3 marks for each of the questions that are on here, given a grand total, and then on Friday we're going to have a winner from each year group. So there it is, absolutely lovely stuff. I absolutely love that one. So get it downloaded, and if that's something, even if you don't do it as a whole school competition, maybe just as a little quiz for the last couple of days, because there's plenty of maths in there. And I also just want to chuck this into the mix. Some of you will know I also dabble in my Diagnostic Questions Maths website, and for Christmas I've put together the following non-mathematical quizzes. So if you go on here and you click on Just for Fun, you'll see we've got a bit of movie trivia, Christmas trivia, UK reality shows, UK best-selling Christmas toys, Christmas number ones, Cockney rhyming slang, Christmas lyrics, partial logos, a bit of geography, a bit of football, and so on. They're completely free to use. You can sign your students up completely for free. They can answer those on phones, tablets, laptops, whatever you want, and you get their mark back, any explanations they've got, and you can compare their results to students in your school or all around the world. So hopefully that is enough to keep you going over these next this next week or so. Hopefully you survive and get to the end of term and you have a happy, safe and restful Christmas. I'm going to take a few weeks off from Resource of the Week and we'll be back in 2015 with a brand new series. Take care and bye for now.